does go down as we do move into our first matchup. It's going to be LeStream versus VodafoneGiants, of course, as we get into Clubhouse and we get into the operator bans immediately. And we'll see VodafoneGiants with the very first ban on attack. It is going to be the Glass.
Interesting one.
He's not that powerful on Clubhouse. I feel like the big angle he's good for, if you rappel outside of the door, outside of garage, you can go upside down and you can see the very tiny sliver on the balcony. Yeah.
This is something we have been seeing more and more. Teams like M&M also use that, not with the Glass, but just using a normal operator for that. So I think indeed that is where a Glass will be played, but we won't be seeing him for now, as he is going to get taken off the board. The next one will be Maverick. Now, if there is a standard ban on Clubhouse, I think we can say it's Maverick.
Yeah, no, definitely. He is a pretty standard ban. I think it might affect the kind of entry fragging potential here, because Uno normally does a pretty good job on a Maverick entry, and we are going to see Valkyrie ban coming out from LeStream, which does make a little bit of sense here.
Yep.
It may just be that LeStream want to keep their options open for the defense when they do move onto it. And we're going to see the Echo ban coming out, which is a pretty prevalent ban recently given the Maestro nerf. But that is mean that we do have Mirror on the board, which is kind of rare for Clubhouse, I would say.
Yeah, not often see that. So it's going to be, like, when I see it, it's not actually being used as well. So it's going to be good to see whether or not these two teams will be picking up Mirror. Now, I know from back when I was casting the Challenger League qualifiers that VodafoneGiants likes to pick Mirror up if they have the opportunity to. So that is mainly on CCTV and the bedroom. As right now it hasn't been picked in yet, but of course a 6-pick phase will come in shortly. And they might still swap over to it.
LeStream's lineup makes a huge amount of sense here, and definitely putting Uno on the Zofia there makes a lot of sense. Bringing the Cade in is good. You normally see either Cade get banned or Thatcher get banned. One of those bans normally goes through on Clubhouse and on Oregon, so it's interesting to see both of them up here available. So Druid is going to pick up that Cade. I can easily deny those hatches. Cade is really strong down here as well because he gets 2 impacts, he gets the electricals as well. So you can deny that church wall, and you can deny maybe the moto hatch, or you can impact trick the kitchen hatch. There's loads of stuff that Cade can do.
Very viable operator on this one side.
Yeah.
Just as you said, he can basically solo deny any single wall that he wants to close or hatch that he wants to keep closed as a defender.
Yeah, definitely. So, moving further through into round number 1's preparation phase, we can see what LeStream are taking. Capitao makes a huge amount of sense here. I feel like with a Capitao, you're really open for any kind of push you want to do here. I don't know, what do you think?
Like, after the buff, Capitao, not like, I think there's only a few rounds where I haven't seen him being picked. He's just that good right now. The new incendiary bolts actually help out quite a lot as well because it does more area denial than at first. So that's just an all-round great operator. You can just flush people out of the hard anchoring positions, smoke off lines of sight, and go for the plan if you want to. So I think he's kind of a must-pick right now on maps like Border.
Yeah, no, he definitely is very, very good from that one. But we get into round number 1 now. We'll see exactly how LeStream want to start their attack. And we'll see Uno already trying to make his way down onto the main stairs. Rise is already in as well. We're going to see all the pushing coming out from LeStream. Just trying to get insanely aggressive with it. Rise is all the way in Moto, trying to go for the pre-fires into Church. Takes out the default cam as well, but VodafoneGiants are trying to respond. Line pushes all the way into Moto, and Polo picks up his first kill. There goes Uno, and this attack from LeStream is getting a little bit too aggressive. Hicks all the way in blue, just going to pull all the way back, as Ace is going to be able to get the hatch open. And this is insanely aggressive from LeStream, but they've already lost a man.
Yeah, definitely. That is something that they will have to worry about, because that is also the Zofia goal, and there's quite a lot of utility that they won't be able to use right now. 4-on-5 situation, as right now the round seems to slow down a little bit. They have lost that man, they have lost the momentum to start off with, and this will go a little bit more tactical, a bit more self-preserved right now in trying to get this push happening. Because right now we see 2 members of VodafoneGiants being wary of the fact that the blue hatch has been opened up. A push will most likely start to come from that area. As right now Aces is just trying to look for a peek right here, using all these rotation holes. Eventually actually spots him out right there, picks up a kill onto Barrett.
Yeah, doing very, very well for himself. Aces is aware there's someone behind the bar. He goes to the pre-fire, but can't quite find the kill just yet. Lion's still holding on, and with all 3 of his remote gas grenades as well. Patches are going to go down. It looks like they are going to be able to open the church wall. Lion has to make it or break it, and he will break it. Unfortunately, Aces will take him down. The Jaeger trying to refrag. Aces with the double kill, though, as Alpha moves in, picks up Polo, and now it's all down to Drit to try and clutch it out in a 1v4. He's got the Cade, he's got the pistol, he's got the mag, he's got the AUG. Let's see what he can do next. He's got 2 impacts available to himself as well, but LeStream put that on a diffuser, and they're all taking good positions around the site. It's going to be an uphill battle for Drit to try and do something. He impacts open the armory wall. Let's see what he can do. Flash is going down to the hallway. They know he's here. It's going to be a matter of time. He gets full flash. This is not a good situation for Drit to be in at all, and Aces will stroll in and pick up the 3K. Beautiful from Aces here as LeStream take round number 1 in an insanely aggressive fashion.
They had to slow down just a little bit right there after they lost their first man, but they were just able to turn around very quickly as soon as that exothermic
4K
charge
from
came
Aces.
down. Well, yeah, as soon as the exothermic charge came down, the smoke bolts came through, it was just picking them off at ease for LeStream.
So, this is definitely putting through what kind of a game we can expect here. LeStream have got to be pretty confident going into the matchup, and they always come off as a team that are insanely aggressive, are very, very confident about their peaks. They definitely have some of the better aim in the EU right now. We talked about Aces, we talked about Rise, we talked about Uno a little bit. Some of the best fraggers in the European region right now, and we just saw that come into fruition right there. But going into round number 2, we are going to go back down to Church Arsenal Room. VodafoneGiants will go their second attempt at the defense, are going to bring the Cav with them this time.
Yeah, it will be quite crucial whether or not she will get droned out or not, but I think he's trying to bank on the fact that they will go aggressive once again, so he could come in for a potential flank late on the round. Like as soon as they come down either blue or main stairs, Drit could potentially move downstairs, rotate in like that, pick up a few frags. I'm expecting him to just go hide in the office behind the desk up there.
Alphamus drone. I don't think he's been spotted out though, but Vasily is going to be on this roam as well as Drit. So yeah, I think you're right that they are going to be expecting this heavy aggression from LeStream and hopefully be able to catch them out. But Alphamus drone has spotted all of that aggression on the roam coming out, and hopefully they go for either a successful roam clear or just straight onto the site. He knows it's been prepped on secret. Hicks just opens up the barricade, but can't see one just yet. But oh no, what a shot from Barras. Just shuts all of that down right away, and that's a Thatcher gun immediately.
Yeah, that can be of quite big impact, especially because well, there's actually no Bennett now. Never mind. I was going to say they cannot touch around the church wall, but that is not going to be the case because there is no denial there, and that means they could just open it up if they actually reach that spot.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. So we are going to see Vasily just get on the cams here, and they do have that roam control more importantly as well. But it looks like LeStream don't really care about that. They want to try and push onto the site as quickly as possible. And I think this is the better strategy to go for here, but not when things like that happen. Vasily on the roam is going to still pick up Rise regardless. And that's your Capital gone. There's a lot of utility that's already gone from LeStream's side as Alpha tries to push down Dirt. What do you think about the situation here?
He's going on his drone at the wrong moment, actually not being checked. This is just a lot of poor timing coming in right here, as he is actually going to be picking up the kill eventually, and he's going to be quite in far as well, as Aces picks up 1, but Polo takes down Elfma. 2-on-3 situation, 2-on-2 as we speak. This Uno picks up a kill, is now going to get pressured as well. Has to pull out that needle, because else it's going to be killing him, as Polo picks up 1, and it's going to be around for VodafoneGiants eventually, drawing things back up, and the roam working out right there, especially that frag right there. That was one that they should have had.
Yeah, very important. Alpha with a great play though, just to get quickly into the site and try and just secure all of that though, but wasn't able to quite capitalize on it as he did get shut down immediately. But Vodafone Giants are going to grab around and they're going to say this isn't going to be as easy as you thought it was, LeStream, and shut them down. We move into round number 3 and we are going to be going to a cash room defense, pretty much the normal thing you would expect, but it looks like Vodafone Giants have found the strategy that works against LeStream of going for these deep roams. So I think we're going to see quite a lot of operators like Vigil, maybe more Cav. I'm not so sure about that one.
Not sure about Cav, but like Alibi, Vigil, they will definitely see some play coming out right here as their gadget will be more helpful than the Silent Step.
Yeah, definitely. Drit is going to bring out, of course, the Cade once again as well as we go to CCTV cash room defense for Vodafone Giants. So LeStream haven't used the 6-pick at all yet.
No.
They seem pretty confident with their lineups.
Yeah, indeed, and not going to be I'm not sure if that's just because they don't want to give away or if they're trying to play a mind game like we're not going to 6-pick, because it's always guessing like what are they going to 6-pick this time, right?
Yeah, definitely. So cash CCTV defense. This is one of the most crucial sites of all of Clubhouse. I think this is where you kind of make it or break it.
It makes or breaks your defense, indeed. Yeah. If you're not going to be able to hold on to CCTV, then you're going to have a big issue coming right up, because To be fair, like LeStream will know how to attack it. It's just going to be VodafoneGiants if they have a new strategy that they can maybe deploy right here to throw LeStream off guard.
Yeah,
like
maybe. I mean, so with the Capital here, it's very, very easy for them to push the garage out, and I think that's exactly what they're going to go for. It's going to be interesting where the Cade decides to play. So we got a Bandit, so he doesn't exactly need to sit near that East server wall. So I think, yeah, he's just going to play in the garage here and try and deny that wall. It's normally where on the garage you open up the very, very top of it with like a Habana pellet.
Arrow through, and you can also contest the top part of the mezzanines. It's going to be great to get thrown down right there, though, so they will be aware of the fact that this Cade will be playing right here. As the electric plant right there will be just... Oh, it's going to get touched down. Has to go for the impact trick, but that's too late as well. That means the hole has been opened up, and Aces picks up a kill right away from that one.
What a shot from Aces. Vasily just gets removed from the game instantly. And there's the Vigil off the board so early on. Now a 5v4, and they do know that Dread is still trying to do stuff down here. Flashbangs will go through for him, but not get full flash just yet. But Hicks coming through into the garage door to try and shut him down regardless. And now have that whole guy pinned out. This is going to be really hard for Dread to even try and escape this, but he could waste quite a lot of time. Capital balls are going down as well, so he's wasting utility as well. On top of that, as Lion picks up Uno as well, and these are great kills coming out, and great denial coming out as well from Vodafone, as Dread is still here in control of the garage.
Yeah, the support came through, just coming in time right there, but it's going to be Rise to take down Polo. It's going to be yet another frag on the side for LeStream as Dread tries to get into somewhat of a safer position. Now, Rise will be trying to get some new angles right there. Actually, I thought it was going to be a wall bang, but it's going to be Aces to pick up Dread right there, and that means that the Guide is now removed off the board. 2 men are low on the sides of LeStream, and we have 2 left on the side of Vodafone. Still 1 on the mezzanines. We still have 1 inside the actual bomb site, which is the smoke. Those canisters can be quite effective. Looking at the HP that LeStream has. Beautiful down coming out right there from Lion.
Oh, wow, what a shot from Lion. Yeah, he will manage to down Aces, but not manage to eliminate him just yet. The shotgun peek coming out from Barrels. That's insanely aggressive for the only person playing on site. Smokes will go out, however, and that will allow Lion to rotate back into the site, get all the way into cash. He does not have a Nitro, so there's very limited plant denial options here for Vodafone. They really have to get aggressive with it if they want to stop LeStream from taking over the site. But meanwhile, Alphamez managed to make his way into the garage, pushing all the way up into the stairs, as we see Rise still outside. I think he does still have 1 Capital Bolt left remaining to try and get in here and go for a plant. Alphamez is going to open up the garage, and they're going to try and plant behind the server wall, looks like. As we go, Rise is going to put down his smokes,
He's just putting them up ready, just in case that they will need them. Smoke canister 1 is going to get deployed. He has 1 more, and that can actually be hitting him right there. But the plant is going to go down, and he will be taken down right after. It's going to be up to Lion in a 1-on-3 situation to try and make this happen. He knows 1 is still in the mezzanines. He knows 1 is going to be in the balcony. He's going to get flamed out right there. Up to 1 HP, eventually killed by that flame. And that means it's going to be round number 2 coming up to LeStream, as I had no clue what he was trying to do on there so long. While he was sitting there, he was right at his feet.
This is an insane entry ability coming out from Aces. We've seen 2 out of the 3 entry kills go into the form of Aces now. He's 7-1 right now with Habana. I mean, I know Habana's a 3-speed and all, and she has a pretty decent gun, except for the low mag size. But he's been doing so well to get these really narrow entry picks coming in, so he's been doing very, very well for himself. But now, moving further now into round number 4, LeStream, they're doing very well for themselves. I mean, 2-1 on Clubhouse now, it tends to be a very defender-sided map. Although, I would argue with no hard breacher ban, like hard breacher like Thermite or Habana.
It could be an attacking side.
Yeah, because it's all about opening stuff, right?
Sure, you need to open up your angles, and as soon as you do, it's easy to just move through. So, yeah, indeed. Like, you need to ban out it, like, or Habana or Thermite if you want to make this a defense side.
Definitely.
That could work as well.
Yeah, so we've not seen any of those bans go through. We've only seen the Maverick, who's really the kind of quintessential ban here, I would say, on Clubhouse. But we are going to go back up to Cash and CCTV defense. VodafoneGiants, with a little bit better idea of how they want to defend this, are going to be bringing the Maestro instead of the Cade. Yeah, the Cade really just didn't work here at all. He got drawn out immediately, and you could tell the LeStream knew exactly what they were doing. And even if it had worked, he's in there and he's going to die at some point.
It's just a position, and if you play that, you know you're going to be dying. you're just going to try and stall it out as long as possible so they will have to deal with you. But if you're going to get pincer like that, there's no way that you can stay alive. Right there, indeed. Was taken out back then, so now we'll be swapping over to that Maestro. Put down up those evil eyes, hoping to make an impact. Get some information, use that Alba to his advantage.
Yeah, so if you guys remember from last time, Vasily went down pretty much immediately, and Aces from the same angle is going to take out Drid this time, not Vasily. That's a great entry kill coming out from Aces. Yet again, he's been doing so well, and that's going to be his 8th kill of the map. As Polo looks like he wants to try and run out here from the side entrance from Strip and see what he can do on the garage. No one's going to be there to his satisfaction. He's just going to be trying to wait very, very patiently. They might not know he's here. Alpha Mode is going to be trying to go for the opening. Will manage to open up that east server wall, so pretty much all the objectives of what LeStream need to get open are open right now, and they're going to see what they can do. But Hicks is going to get the Claymore kill onto Vasily, getting a little bit too aggressive there for his own good. And that is not good at all. LeStream now with a 5v3. This is looking pretty good, especially for the fact that they've got Polo still on the roam.
Yeah.
LeStream have everything they need right now to go for a plan.
It's just a 2-5 situation. Put down those stuns if you have any left. Just smoke off the lines of sight that they can potentially still utilize. And just go in for the plan. That's all LeStream has to do. That's probably what they will do soon as well. As soon as they're actually going to be aware of this fact, it's going to be Barris with the shotgun kill. It's actually going to go for the second, but will be picked up by Ace. That turns it into a 4-2 situation. Side flank comes out from Polo, picks up 1 frag. Plant is going down in the meantime. There's going to be a line that is able to actually deny it. Will be doing so. In return, gets up to 1 HP, gets picked up eventually by Aces with a double kill. He's doing insane work for his team right there as we're currently entering the 3-1 scoreline.
Yeah, this is absolutely beautiful from Aces right now. Can we just go back a little bit?
Yeah.
What was that shotgun kill from Barros?
I have no clue. It's just I think that's the SAS sniper M59 shotgun that comes out to play again. I've said it so often, that shotgun is like probably the best shotgun that you can ever play with.
No.
Personnel.
What it is as Pojo Man put it on Twitter, you have to have faith in the shotgun.
Well, if you don't believe, it's not going to be hitting stuff.
If you don't believe you're going to get a headshot from a mile away, that's just not going to happen. But if you're like Barros and you just wide peek out of his server and you shotgun people from miles away with a headshot, it's going to work for you very well indeed. But we're going to see round number 5 getting underway. It's going to be a Church Arsenal room defense. And we see the Cav coming out yet again from Drit. So, I mean, this worked for them as well. This heavy roam strategy actually worked out quite well because Vasily picked up a kill on the roam. We saw LeStream just trying to quickly get into the site, but he just got denied on all angles. We saw Barrows with an entry kill coming out from Secret. So yeah, it worked out really, really well. I think LeStream are kind of all over the place in their attacks, but it normally works out because they do have that better gun skill, and Ace is just picking up these ridiculous kills every round.
True. Ace is just clutching it out whenever they need to, or just creating the entries that they might want to, well, for example, put it in a garage push. Just take him down through the Habana hole, easy, and build from there.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah,
Forehead.
easy.
Just
what it
just
sounds
win.
like right now. One hatch seems to be left open for now. That is the motor hatch. Not sure if Polo is still going to be reinforcing that. Indeed, looks like he will. But the lack of a kite, I'm not sure about that. Like, it worked last time, but, you know, that was maybe because they didn't actually realize that there was roamers at that moment. They were not droning it out completely. Potentially actually go in for it right now.
I don't mind it because there is a Thatcher on the board, so Kai's only really going to be serving as a, not really denial, but more of a time waster. And LeStream don't want to slow down at all. They want to be in the site within a minute. So I don't think this is a team you're going to be able to waste time against and it's going to be effective. I think it's better to do what they're doing, where they're just trying to take the fight to LeStream immediately and trying to force them to roam clear, force them to take early fights, and hopefully be able to get a few kills on there. But Uno going to go for the Proof-Fires. I think he just took out his teammate's drone, so that's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, definitely. But we still see a lot of roam potential here as well. And the longer these guys are alive, the more LeStream are going to be worrying about them on the flank.
Yeah, but they know exactly where they're at right now, and that means Guevara will get picked up right here by Rise. He's going to go for the second frag as well. Just jumps over to try and get him. Will be failing to do so. He's going to get double peak, but it's going to be Ace to pick up one. Vasily, in the meantime, is going to be on 1 HP, and the overextend right there from the Capitan might come in costly, but LeStream's gun skill is indeed that superior. They can just go over it. It wouldn't matter. That's what we'll be seeing soon.
The Capital going down very, very early on from the
Yeah.
stream, this is going to affect their execute. But if anything has been from the previous rounds, their execute is not about putting down smokes. It's all about actually throwing
Brilliant,
aces
yeah.
into the site and just getting to
Basically.
just get loads of ridiculous kills. So we'll see how that does work out, but we still have Uno on the board, and Alpha are going to get onto the Moto hatch as well to open this all up and just make this room smaller and smaller for Vodafone right now.
Yeah, just make sure you deny as many angles as they have. Like, if you deny those hatches, that's at least 3 angles or more that they cannot play. And right now, the hatch is going to get open. You see Fazli getting forced out. Uno perfectly capitalizes on that, picks up that frag, and somehow it's a 2-on-4 situation right now. It's going to be the Smoke and the Legion left. Now, 2 of the operators that have a lot of stall potential, but they will not be able to stall 50 seconds against LeStream. I'm pretty sure about that. Which means they will have to go for frags.
Yeah, well, there we go. 4v2 as LeStream try and push in where they can. Alpha with a great entry kill there. Barros goes down, but Lion is on the prowl as he does take down Aces, playing under the hatch with a shotgun. He believes in this shotgun. He knows he can destroy anyone playing on this hatch, and Alpha will be playing on it. A little bit gets opened up behind him, but he will not go down just yet. Lion still playing very aggressive on the hatch, will smoke it out and try and retreat otherwise. LeStream not wanting to take that fight. Looks like they are going to try and plant in Church instead. The SMG-11 comes out from Lion. He tries to reload desperately. He does take quite a lot of hits here. And there we go. Hicks will not let him have it. He will go down. LeStream will take round number 5. And this is looking really, really good for them indeed. We'll see a quick replay as well coming out as Rise takes out the Roamer. And he just got way too aggressive with this. Like, I get what he was trying to do, but you're just not going to win that.
No, definitely not, especially because it was someone at the little stock room was there on the blue stairs just moving up, actually helping him out as well. As we are going to side swap right now. Now remember, we have 10 rounds, and that means that right now it's going to be LeStream going to defense, as we're using a 5-5 side swap. Oh, Ace is actually coming out with a Bandit Elite skin.
Aces has been having a field day today.
Oh, yeah.
He's 12-2 right now on just this map as well. So yeah, he's been having a field day with this. But LeStream are just 2 rounds away from taking the map and pushing us on. Like, what is going wrong here? I think, honestly, it's just all about the fact that they just cannot win gunfights against LeStream. Like, it's not like LeStream are doing a lot of really, really smart stuff. A lot of the stuff they've actually done is pretty default and more just acting on intel to find early fights.
True.
The Vodafone clearly are just not having the better gun skill here to try and pick up those fights. I think they're going to do a little bit better on attack because it's kind of easier to put yourself into fights that you can win.
Yeah, true. Like right, what you saw LeStream doing is just they put them in an early disadvantage by going in early, and then right there they open things up. They know exactly how they want to do it, and that's also their experience. And they just move in, they get the frags, they get the plant, and then it's over. And Vodafone is trying to stay alive right there, and right now, as you said, attack might be easier for them because you can just decide where you are going. You cannot decide where your enemy is coming from, so you can work on your strengths right there. Try and force to make something happen.
On the same side, I think there's been quite a number of mistakes from VodafoneGiants just tactically. Things like when they're on that double roam, Cav gets picked up, and then Vasily, rather than try and trade it immediately, he just runs away. He really, I feel like he just should have immediately just tried to trade it, and at least if he dies, then they've at least traded, you know?
Yeah. But unfortunately, now there might be something to do lack of just a different kind of environment that they're playing in. Because he ran away to actual backup, so they would be sure to get the kill if he was going to get chased, but I don't know if he's going to be chasing, and that's kind of an issue. Now, this time it worked out for him, but it might not work out in the future, as Aces is going to climb up the ladder right here. He's going to get spotted out. Oh, he's going to get picked up. Was almost in time. It's going to be entry frag for Vodafone. As Vasily just deletes the bandit off the board right there, but if he wasn't in time, then it's got a potential kill on that Monty right there and drop the diffuser on the Mezzarines.
You've got to have so much confidence to even try and attempt to play like that from Aces. But yeah, good play coming out from Vodafone to take down the top fragger from LeStream. And of course, that is Bandit down as well so early on. So no Bandit Shuriken could be coming out. It looks like they are going to be pushing through onto this cache setup right now. Drid is just, he's just the wall. He's just the mountain. little bit of an impact does come down, but that does only a tiny bit of damage. But it's going to be Polo just pushed down onto the other side, trying to come through these cash stairs. Rotate, he sees one, he takes him down, there goes Rise, and there we go. Vasily will pick up another kill as well. Now a 2v5, this is not looking good for LeStream, as another one falls. It's all down to the Uno Meister himself to try and clutch this out. In any time of clutch situation with the Monty in, it's not good. And there we go, Vasily will pick him up. Easy as that. VodafoneGiants will take the round, and yeah, this was just...
Yeah, very effective round from Vodafone, but I think that if Bandit would have stayed alive, then, you know...
It's just a high-risk play, right?
It's just a high-risk play, but...
You gotta respect the energy of it, though.
That's true. But, like, if he wasn't going as aggressive, then maybe the rest of his team would be able to hold out longer as well, not feeling to be forced to make the change right there. Or maybe they're just relaxing a little bit and trying to have some fun.
I feel like Aces on this team is allowed to do things like that and mess up, because he is... I don't want to say carrying,
but he's carrying.
He's carrying.
Yeah.
I didn't want to say it, chat,
but
he's carrying.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here. We are going to go to a church also room defense coming out from LeStream, see what they're going to do. They are going to pick up the Cade as well this time. So I think this is going to should be very effective because there's no Thatcher.
Indeed, like maybe they're thinking they're going Jim again. No, we didn't need Thatcher last time, so we'll pick it up this time. And then slowly the Eat comes out. Now, if LeStream is going to be aware of the fact that there is no Thatcher and Dingo 6 picked in, then Cade is just going to have a nice very day, just denying the blue hatch, denying the motor hatch, and just stand by with those impacts, making sure that the kitchen hatch won't get open either.
Indeed, indeed. So, we move through into round number 7. Again, LeStream only a couple rounds away from taking this, as we are going to 10 rounds, 12 rounds as the normal format is. So...
I messed up on my drawings as well.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Looking at the lineup here as well, I'm pretty sure that LeStream are going to have to mess up pretty big to not take this. Just because having that Cade when there's no Thatcher involved is just devastating, and especially there's no Maverick ban. So, you know, maybe the Maverick ban was really, really smart here from LeStream, because, you know, if you know that your attackers aren't going to be taking a lot of Thatcher, you know, there's not really anything you could do about those Cades. So a Cade on Moto, there's nothing really you can do about that.
Dread using the same approach as last time.
Yep.
However, different bomb site this time. So they're kind of discussing, it looks like, whether or not they will go for an actual phase roam clear, or if they're just going to be droning everything out. And it seems like it's going to be kind of a mix of both. Because right now, they want to open up, but they have no one to actually deny the Cade right there. And that means that hatch will stay close for now.
Yeah, and on the Moto hatch as well, he's going to be able to get that. Yeah, he is. Beautiful from Hicks. And he picks up the Electric Claw as well. So now they're going to be able to call out there is one X-Kairos down. They could just sit there on the Moto and you could just trick that all day, but there will be no Thatcher available. And I'm wondering if LeStream should be aware of that at this point, considering they haven't heard EMPs go off.
Yeah.
They have tricked the Moto successfully. Ace is going to get very aggressive. Beautiful. Oh my god. Aces. Beautiful aggression coming off from him. Druid go down instantly. That's the Moto. Sorry, that's the Monty off the board. That is huge coming out from LeStream.
And with that, they're also defending the blue hatch right there, because they were... It looks like sent out to destroy the Electric Claw right there. And the first member to try and do so is going to get taken down, and that means that we'll stay closer just a little bit more as Varys is trying to get a frag right there. So far not lucky enough, as Uno is rotating in the back as well. Just even more aggressive plays coming in from AC. He's not actually hitting him right there. He's going to go aggressive the stairs, spots one out right there on the road. Goes prone, gets that frag, and that is a 4-3 right now as Uno Meister got picked up by Barrows.
Rise. Rise is ready for it. He is ready for any dirt rotate that does come through. Of course, he is going to sit there, but Polo managed to pick up a silent kill of his own. Ace is finally going to go down before his aggression gets the better of him. Oh, what a shot from Vasily! He's just going to take the head clean off the Cade, and now it's going to be a 2v3. And Smoker's going to have to rotate back to the site if he wants to hold this, but 30 seconds left to go on the clock. Vodafone are really going to have to try and pick up the pace if they want to go through. Vasily on a sliver of HP as well. That smoke canister could really devastate him here. Alphama is still playing around the blue rotate as well as Vasily looks to try and rotate around on himself. Could go for that dirt rotate.
Definitely so, but look at Polo. He's also like half HP, so a canister could actually potentially mess him up as well. There's 8 seconds left. They need to go for the push right now. It's going to be Alpha Mile ready. It's going to be the smoke ready for the third tunnel push. That is going to be coming in right there from Vasily. Rise picks up 1 frag onto Lion. It's a 2-on-2 situation. Plant is coming down right now. It's going to be Rise to pick up 1, Rise to pick up 2, and finish it off for LeStream somehow. Managing to pick up that round after the advantage turned back into the hands of Giants. And brings it to a 5-on-2 situation.
Yeah, absolutely beautifully played there by LeStream. I think they're like, tactically, there were so many better plays from LeStream there until the very end where they all started to get insanely aggressive around blue. And yeah, it just became a slaughterfest. Also, just pointing out that they did bring the Legion. I think that was kind of a reaction to when they were defending Jim, where there was this heavy Monty push, and LeStream had absolutely nothing to do with the Monty at all.
It just kept on moving, and the Legion was going to be the one to stop that. And they are going to go back to Jim bedroom right now. Now, are we going to see a Legion being 6-picked in? Because else they're going to have the same issue as they had last time, as the Monty is actually going to be coming.
Maybe.
It looks like no 6-pick is going to be coming from the sides of LeStream.
No, but Vasily's learned his lesson. They are going to be bringing the Thatcher this time. They spike the Cade out, and Ace is actually going to be bringing the Mute over the Bandit, which is interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder what he wants to do here exactly. Could be a Mute roam, potentially, because he was getting pretty roam heavy during his time on Bandit. Mute is kind of one of those operators, like we talked a little bit. Oh no.
Oh, Hicks.
Well, Rise is just not picking up the pieces.
No, Rise is not picking up the Castle at least.
It's the end strategy of you TK, use like a blood sacrifice, and that's going to make you better during this. So
this is going to help them.
Yeah, they're going to give the fragging power of Rise to Aces, and he's just going to carry the round.
That as well, and probably they like enchant the Demonte shield right now.
Yes.
That's actually not as effective and deflects bullets towards his teammates.
Exactly. So actually, people might be looking at that and thinking that was a mistake.
It's actually strategy.
It's actual strategy coming up from the street. So we will see how that does work out for them, as they are on match point, of course, with this Jim defense. And Ace is just going to put down that passive denial, of course. And I think the big thing here to put into retrospective of picking the Mute Jammer here is that Ace is just going to put the Mute Jammer down.
Yeah.
He can walk away. The Thatcher goes down, so now the Cade knows that they're going to try and push that. He's got 2 impacts of his own, and he has the 2 electric walls. So he could just sit there, and he could deny that wall all day. The only issue is that obviously they don't have anything for the Jacuzzi wall, but this is why they've got the mirror set up.
Yeah, that's actually quite a smart one, because they will have to come through with his self-destruction to actually open that one up. Now, they don't have self-destruction, maybe a breach and charge on Rise, but I don't actually... On Vasily, I mean, but I don't actually think that they have that, and that means that most likely Jacuzzi wall will not be opened up.
And they've Claymored, where Aces tried to rotate over through the garage this time. They're learning. It's good from Vodafone. It's good from both teams. There's been quite a lot of adaptation between these two teams about how they each play against each other. So there we go. The EMP comes down, they know, and now he's going to get pushed out as well. Electrical is going to go down successfully, but the Thatcher hasn't gone down just yet. Looks like they're going to try and kill him, as they do only have one of those EMPs remaining, it looks like. Not looking too good for Vasily here to try and push up and do what he can, but I mean, he's in a pretty good situation, but Ace is actually going to go down inside of the site. Hicks, however, with a beautiful headshot there onto Vasily, is going to remove that Thatcher from play, and the Monty can't really do anything about this. He needs backup here to clear out this roamer.
Yeah, definitely, and as we speak, it's going to be actually Aces being left alive right there, as Uno Meister is going to be picking up Polo. That's going to be 2 frags on the sides of LeStream. Now the flank is going to be coming in as well. The question is, will it be watched, or is it going to have 3-2 kills on both the Monty and I believe the Capitao displaying up there?
Yeah, Drid really can't do anything about this, but they know where he is, and Uno on the flank is going to be able to take down Drid. Easy as that. It's now all down to Lion and Barrows to try and bring it in. He gets all the way into construction, but he can't do anything about it. Lion picks up Alphamer, but it's all down to him pretty much as the push comes through from Uno. And there we go. He is going to pick him up. Aces is going to pick up the final kill there onto Barrows. And that down going through for him, and there we go. LeStream are going to be able to take map number 1. It's all about that team kill right at the start.
The blood sacrifice worked out perfectly fine.
Yeah, beautiful.
Definitely. Good strategy.
Great
should
strategy.
Ask them later on Twitter if that was.
I mean, it was obviously intentional.
Yeah,
so.
obviously.
So there we go. Ace is leading the charge. A beautiful 15 for 4 coming out from him, as LeStream will take the very first map of Clubhouse. 6-2.
Quite convincingly as well. So that is definitely something that VodafoneGiants needs to watch out for.
Drid really just did not have a good time throughout that. It's unfortunate. But there we go. It is going to be the first map of Clubhouse going in their favor. So going further through the series, it is, of course, a best of 3 Where do you see it going?
Honestly, with a map that is not close, considerably, I'm thinking LeStream could actually pick up the next map as well. Now, might be a bit more close, possibly, but I'm not too sure about that.
It really just depends on what they want to do, because I think VodafoneGiants now should be pretty aware about how this series is going to go. It seemed pretty clear that LeStream were playing not exactly default, but were playing in a way that really benefits their playstyle, of where they were playing pretty aggressive, and especially the way that they're holding Jacuzzi, right? That they're putting just one person in cash to solo deny the wall against possibly 3 or more attackers pushing him.
Actually picks up the frags as well, just denies them, gives opportunity to Uno to rotate around by staying alive too long. It's just that VodafoneGiants is not quick enough, not efficient enough in roaming out right there, and that means that you know, they gave time to LeStream, and LeStream could just use that time to come in for a flank and end it right there.
Yeah, they definitely could, but shortly we will be getting to our second map. What do you think? What do you think about operator bans? Where are we going with that? I think the Maverick ban was actually really smart from LeStream during the first map.
But like, that's just such a targeted ban for Clubhouse. I'm not sure if we're going to be seeing that again.
Yeah, I don't think we are. It's more just thinking about how LeStream want to be taking this, that they're taking these very specific bans for that kind of specific strategy. So going on to Consulate now, what operator bans do we think are going to be happening as LeStream style, the bans?
I think Glass is definitely going to be an opportunity here. Glass does get banned quite a lot on Consulate, at least when I'm watching Consulate, it gets banned every now and then. So that could be the case. Or we could be going for a potential Harbinger.
I think honestly, like Blackbeard or Thermite is going to get banned out here. Blackbeard's very, very effective here, and I think that LeStream don't exactly want to play against an operator like that. And there we go. It is going to be a Blackbeard.
That's going to be ban number 1.
I agree. I think Vodafone is going to go with the Glaz ban here. They went the Glaz ban first of all. On Clubhouse, it seems like a very kind of, we don't want to play against Glaz. And yeah, there it is going to go down. But the Defender bans are more interesting. Vodafone really have a lot of options here. Last map, they did ban out Echo. Echo's still a very viable ban here as well.
Yeah, Echo is definitely going to see, like, it's seeing so much bans later on, and it is going to get banned once again. And Echo is just that operator right now with the nerf to Maestro that is just purely superior. I think.
Yeah, definitely. He is. We talked a bit about that last map as well. I think the Valkyrie ban, again, could happen here for LeStream as well.
Really good operator,
she's great for Consulate, as you said, but there could be a Maestro ban here as well. It kind of just depends where you want to go, but no, it is going to be a Val ban yet again. So there are going to be our bans. It's going to be Blackbeard, Glaz, Echo, and Valkyrie as our bans for the second map of Consulate. As we go into this, it'll be LeStream who start out on the defense, of course, so we'll see exactly what they want to do here. I think they're going to go upstairs first.
Indeed, they are going console office meeting, it looks like so far. Now, could potentially still switch out, but I think it suits their playstyle the best.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, especially with like the Blackbeard ban. It makes a lot of sense for this to become...
It's just a target ban for that one site, so why not go there straight away? It's the same as people banning Hibana on Clubhouse, and then going downstairs, right? Church Arsenal. It's going to be the best bomb site to go if there's no Hibana on the board, because there's no way they're going to be opening up all those hatches and the walls.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right. But looking at the operator picks, bringing a book here, it makes a lot of sense to do an admin take. You know, book out the top of projector, throw flashes through, get Hibana the wall open, and just push through that way. You could also throw frag grenades there. You normally do see a smoke playing around there. He either plays there or he plays on yellow, and the Jaeger kind of interchanges with those two sides. So we'll see. We also see Aces pick up the Legion once again. I still think the Legion is more of a reactionary play than something that LeStream do a lot. Mostly because, you know, we have now known VodafoneGiants to pick up Monty quite a lot. Monty does kind of make sense here if you do want to do a console push, but I think that if you're seeing the book in this lineup, you're thinking it's most likely going to be an admin take.
Indeed, like, especially with the Blackbeard being banned out, so you're kind of missing the actual pressure that you can put on those double windows on the A side. And what teams often result to is then a admin take, because it's just easier to take at that point, because like that long angle that Blackbeard otherwise watches, that is such an important one. And with that missing, and also the glass being banned out, because otherwise the glass could potentially take over using a smoke to take up that angle. There's no way, but just complete I'm not even sure what's happening right here.
Aces, he just wants it.
Yeah.
He just really wants it today. You see, all of the stream are like that. Well, we've already got runouts coming out as well. As we go, Uno is going to be playing around the hatch. He did jump out. He took a little bit of damage for it, but we're not going to see anything go down just yet. Aces has also got those Legion Mines playing on the windows, and so if he repels up near the window, he's going to get Legion Mine. He has to come all the way down and get off the repel to take out the Legion Mine. So yeah, very annoying.
So much time right there.
Although the reduce of the tick damage doesn't make it as important.
Yeah, true, but you still want to get it off, because the longer you stay on there, the more damage you take, of course. That might come in to haunt you later on, but it's going to be Polo to open things up, taking down Rise. And we'll put the first entry frag on the board of Vodafone as they take down Aces as well. It's going to be a double kill coming in for the Giants.
Yeah, and two of the most important fraggers going down as well. Rise and Aces both off the board. Is going to leave Uno still available, however. He's going to hop over and see what he can do as the smoke rotates all the way back up onto yellow stairs. And this is kind of the typical position where smoke will play. But as I said, this is a very typical admin take that's going to go through. We're going to see them open up the projector wall now and just try and push through that side instead. But Alphama still convinced he can try and stop this.
You never know. At least he's trying right there, and it could be quite effective as he is using, of course, that Alan, one of the best guns there is for the defense to take, due to the high magazine capacity, the use of an ACOG, etc., etc.
Yeah, he's actually got an angle here right onto that projector wall so that he can deny the Habana pellets going down quite easily. He's got some little bullet holes here to look through that he can easily do some work with. Dread is just going to be playing onto the top of the Visa stairs here to see what angles he can deny. As LeStream, we're getting into the final minute now. Still holding down firm, but they're running out of options. This room is getting smaller for them, and Vodafone are going to set up. They're actually not going to go for the projector take. I know they are.
Ready. Probably throwing out a grenade anytime soon, as Alphama is still trying to contest right here, hoping that someone will actually peek him. First smoke bolt is going to come down. The Scours are going to get put down as well, but it's going to be Unimeister to open things up for the side of the stream, finally taking down Barrows. It's going to be going on a complete rotate as well, as Vasily takes down Hicks with a grenade. It's going to be going aggressive right there. Drip picking up Uno. Perfectly read and leaves it all up to Alphama, trying to clutch this out in a 1-on-4 situation. Spots out one player. He's going to get naded out by Vasily. Perfectly good right there. And that means the first round will be going up to the Vodafone Giants.
Great attack from them, honestly. Just really beautifully played. I think they really read into what LeStream wanted to do there as well. Yep. They kind of played off the over-aggression when their admin take came through. They got 2 quick picks there. And then you came further through the round, and you're looking at the Maestro playing where he was. Ran that desk. He was denying that angle. There's not really any way they could have kind of got him off that, because he's got the bullet holes, he's got the Alder. It's very, very hard to contest that. So you can just sit there and you can just deny the Habanas as they came down. But yeah, he can sit there and do that, but not when he's smoked.
No,
so they
just go off.
They smoked it and they just pushed like that. Uno had a really good rotation there onto the top of Spiral to deny that whole situation going down, but eventually he's getting traded. He doesn't really have a way back into the site.
Well, he did. He should have won from yellow.
Yeah, he should have gone from yellow
and contest from there.
Yeah, because it was smoked. Yeah, that's true.
Instead, he wanted to go for the actual aggressive flank, hoping that he could pick up 1 or 2 more frags, but it was perfectly right there by the Giants. And well, he got taken off as a result. That means that right now they are 1 point up.
So, we are going to go back upstairs. It seems that Aces is going to take the Legion. It seems he's realized that there's not really going to be much multiplay coming through. And again, another book play coming out from Vodafone. So it should be obvious from LeStream that it is going to be another admin take, and we'll see exactly what they want to do to respond to that this time. I feel like this time they should kind of just let them have admin and then just play around that instead. Sure. It looks like, because they're reinforcing the top of Visa stairs, that they are going to more or less let them have it.
What I like as well is if people will be putting a mirror in a little kitchen area right there, just to deny or contest admin. Now, of course, a grenade could potentially come in, so you would need a Jaeger as well to deny that. Now, they have that. But still, like, some teams struggle so much with denying that mirror. Because there's, like, if you reinforce the side wall, and you have ADSs ready, then those grenades are not going to be able to do anything. And that is kind of what a lot of teams are banking on. It's quite a heavy investment, so you have to be sure that they will be going from the admin area.
The thing I'd like to point out here is that Aces has the Shroud icon, and it's a very, very well-known fact that if you have the Shroud charm, it makes you 1,000,000 times better with your aim. So
that explains why you had that many frags last map.
Well, there you go. So yeah, Ace is getting very aggressive with things already at the bottom of the yellow stairs here. As we go, Griswold mines are going to go down in appropriate places. And VodafoneGiants are going to begin their attack. And yeah, again, it looks like they are going to go for that admin take. They've got drones in there pre-placed already and pre-firing down where they can. Now, last time we were looking at the situation, Rise was in there, but it looks like, as I said, they are giving it up. And I think that it's smart for them because once you get contested in here, you can't really rotate out and you have to get the kill.
True, you have to get the kills. There's no way it can get out. It's just like a suicide job at that moment. That is not what is going to be helping them to win that round. As they're still trying to struggle, it looks like, to get into admin. As they're not actually sure, now they are in, as they weren't actually sure where these players are located now. They have a lot of angle watches coming up right here. It's going to be Aces to try and rotate all the way back. Could potentially come up from the Visa stairs, hoping to pick up a frag later on in the round.
Yeah, he could do. He could do. I think Ace is just kind of here, just as you said, just to kind of confuse things as well. Because if he's down below, if he activates his ERC, it can seem like he's still above with the droning going on. So he could cause a lot of chaos here, droning wise. But mostly, yeah, I think he's here just for the late flank. He can also just watch to see if anyone rotates down. But Dread, he's going to pick up the first kill of the round. You know, getting a little bit too aggressive there. He's going to get caught out, and that's already your Ella off the board very, very early on.
There's one higher rate of fire gun that will no longer be firing for LeStream, as we have a 4-on-4 right now as Hicks picks up the kill onto Vasily with the SMG-11. Now that will be removing the bug off the board, eliminating any vertical play that can still possibly occur right there, because there's no more soft breachers on the board. As we see Dread going in for the lead right now, we'll be actually possibly walking out. Aces rotated out already, so won't be able to get the frag from those stairs. And he's playing below the projector room.
Yeah, and you say that, but he still has that vertical play that he can bring into the building, but Rise is going to go down as well, but Ultimate easily trades it out. Straight onto Dread as a 3v3 ensues. The crossfire comes down from Polo. The clan is starting to go down as well, and they're all starting to fall down. It's all down to Aces in a 1v3 to try and clutch it out. The Diffuser goes down. He can't quite get the deny go through. That is disaster spelling out from Aces. He's got to clutch a 1v3, but he does have that Shroud Chart, so it's not impossible. He's going to rotate up on Spiral, see what he can do, and the spots are going to come out from him to see what he can do with this. Nicely Spiral drone to see what's going on here, but the Capital also going to go down. He goes all the way through, and the SMG-12 just about missing the shots onto Lion, and he will go down for it. VodafoneGiants will take round number 2. They've had 2 beautiful attacks so far here.
Yeah, perfectly played out right there on Consulate, and that will most likely force LeStream to go to a different bomb site. Because, I mean, if it doesn't work once, okay, you can try it again. If it doesn't work twice, you probably have to swap things up, and that is what they will be doing. We are going to Cafeteria Garage. Now, this might actually work out for them, as the mirror is going to get picked up as well. Probably might be the passiveness and the actual information that they need to keep on contesting VodafoneGiants as they move in.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, like, the mirror upstairs isn't that great. We did talk about, like, a kitchen side mirror, and it seems obvious that that's the kind of counter if you know that your opponent is going to constantly go for this admin take. But it looks like we are going to go downstairs, as you said, and the mirror is a little bit better here, definitely.
Yeah, definitely, indeed.
You can definitely do the kind of bathroom hold here as well with the mirror, although it's a lot less effective if you don't have a mute.
True. And considering the fact that they keep on pushing from admin, then that one doesn't even make sense either, because, you know, they will be forced towards either the side or towards the actual yellow stairs right there, and you will not be contesting admin. And that is something that they need to do right now. They need to take care of admin if they want to go upstairs again, and it's something that they haven't been able to do successfully yet.
Not yet, but we'll see what the stream want to do. They might not even just go to upstairs at all.
No, they might just go for a lobby next round if they win this one.
Yeah, just do that. But we're going to see how it is going to go through as we get into round number 3. It is Consulate, and it is a basement defense now, but we see hatches are open across the board. It seems like Rise is going to go for a heavy roam upstairs, as we see some piano control coming through. So, I mean, despite the fact we don't have a mute, they are looking to play up here. They haven't put a mirror down in bathroom yet. Maybe they will eventually. I'm not sure. So they put the security mirror down. That's pretty like default. But they haven't put any other things. Oh no, so they have done the bathroom mirror. Okay, so that's fine. So they are going to be playing
the bathroom upstairs.
Yeah.
I thought you meant that one for the upstairs part. But that one indeed, that's when you want to actually have to deny the hatch or contest them as they try to go into the And it's going to be AC's quite aggressive right here, just playing on that window, waiting for Pal to jump out and get the early frag if he feels confident now. And I think if one man ever feels confident, it's going to be AC's.
Yeah, no, definitely. He's been insanely aggressive this map as well, but hasn't exactly been rewarded for it as he was on the last map. See VodafoneGiants with this top floor control already, as Vasily just looking down to yellow, making sure that no one can push him out just yet. And they're going to try and open up the floor just a little bit. Ace is still playing around his piano, realizes that things are getting opened above him as Polo picks up the very first entry of the round. That's already Nitro off the board as well. That's a huge pick. How does Mira go down that early?
I have no clue. And where did she go down? Looks like Visa or something where she went down.
Well, it's not good. It's not good.
It's definitely not good for LeStream.
Oh, but there we go. We are still good to see Hicks playing on the site, and Aces rotate all the way back down into storage, looking onto Spiral to see what he can do here. Everyone from LeStream is in such an aggressive position right now.
Yeah, definitely. And it worked out well last map, but somehow right now they're just going to get picked up early by the sides of the Giants. And, well, that is good for them, because they want to bring this to map number 3, and they are on course to do so. Especially if they pick up this next round, they already have the entry frag working for them. And right now they will be opening up into the bathroom as well, making sure that they can take control of the hatch possibly soon.
Yeah, well, it's just going to get opened up, and Barrow's going to pick up the second kill of the round as Raya's going to go down. He's going to get down himself, however, as we see a Nitro come out from below, and it does find its target. Uno with a great Nitro takes out Barros, and that's the Capital off the board. That's a pretty big utility pick, especially in these last few seconds coming out from LeStream.
Indeed. As right now 30 seconds are left for the VodafoneGiants to make their push happen. Now they do have the hatch opened up. However, it's still being contested somewhat by these players up here. It's Hicks just watching through the X-Carver's hole, hoping that someone will run past or come down the yellow stairs. It's going to be Uno actually on the roam, picking up Drid. 3-on-3 situation. 2 members are still outside. An aggressive play right here from Uno. Picks up 2. It's Aces with 1 as well. That's going to be first round off this map for LeStream. And they are fighting back. And right now, Cafeteria Garage seems to be the side that works for them.
Vodafone just had absolutely zero push coming out from them.
They had all the control they needed, but they weren't able to actually get the push down right there.
Yeah, the execute potential was completely gone at the fact that they lost Barrows as early as they did into that push, and yeah, it all just kind of collapsed from there. It is good to see that the over-aggression from LeStream has been punished effectively, but now we're starting to swap it around. Now we're starting to see the fact where LeStream's aggression, just to get that one important pick, can do so well for them. But we are going to go lobby press room. I mean, we kind of did say that we might see them do this now. Go to lobby press room, not even go upstairs. They say we can't even deal with what's going on admin with that admin take, so we're just going to go to somewhere else instead. We are going to see the Clash coming out for the first time in this series, and also the Nomad coming out for the first time.
And that's going to be interesting. Now, the Nomad I really like. I feel like it's still not really settled in the likes of Pro League, etc. Like, underutilized, I must say. And like a lot of times I see people actually placing it in the middle of the doorway or in the middle of the stairway where it's easily being spotted, and I'm like, why are you doing that? Is there any reason behind it? I can't find a reason.
She's been nerfed slightly recently, where now you can hear it as you come up to it. So I feel like, yeah, I agree with you, but on the same way, like, you don't see her as much, I think because of that. But also, for a map like Consulate where there's a lot of outside runouts, not being able to hear it isn't really going to matter as much, because most of the time you can't even hear what's going on outside anyway, and it's not like it's a really loud beep. Unless you've got the window completely broken, you're probably not going to be able to hear it. So, unless you have info or something like that. But there was no Valkyrie, so...
Yeah, but like when it's being placed indoors, somehow people always place it in the middle of the doorway or in the middle of the stairway instead of around the corner, where you would catch them off guard if they run through. Because it's so easily spotted sometimes on how they're being placed, and that's something that I would like to see changed, more people to do, and we might actually see that from the Giants coming out, as we are actually going to be seeing also admin control, well, hoping to be established by the Giants, but it's going to be a Rise to try and deny that.
Yeah, he's going to be trying to deny it as well. Flashbangs are going to be coming down successfully. Looks like drones are going to go out as well, as Rise is just completely giving up control of that effectively. They don't want to seem to contest this right now. I can't exactly blame them for that at all, but VodafoneGiants are spending a lot of time just trying to clear down this upstairs as well, as Uno just dropping down to piano now, and it seems like LeStream are letting themselves get droned out, letting the utility go down, and then just dropping off and rotating around instead.
Very effective, because you're wasting the utility right there, as well as wasting time without even being at risk of being picked up right here. And right now, Uno wants to get an angle on Vasily, for example, who's just still rappelling on and has to come in at some point, and that's kind of what he's hoping for. Barry's going in the, well, from the admin area, hoping to find the Clash right there, who is actually going to be upstairs as well. Seems to be that he's unaware of the actual positions of the players upstairs.
Well, there we go. Alpha is going to try and push all the way onto console office and see what he can do, and just trying to hold down anyone who wants to get control. This could be Vasily who wants to get that control, as well as Polo moving through onto the opposite side into admin. So it looks like they're going to go for this pincer maneuver to try and get complete upstairs control. They are going to be able to open up projector right now, and if they get this upstairs control completely into their favor, the rest of the round is going to go into their favor. It doesn't look like they managed to drone out all of the defenders up here. This is not good for them. It's like Ace is still up here, still able to do things, as well as Alphama giving him that info.
Yeah, but he's at the hatch as well, so as soon as he's actually
Sorry,
going to be
not Aces.
properly pinched, he can just fall back without any risk and still be at full HP. It's going to be Rise right here, who is receiving some pressure from both the windows. Going to be picking up that frag beautifully, taking down Vasily. It's going to be Aces to take down one more as well. The Fuser has been dropped in with 40 seconds left. Complete top control just fell for the sides of the Giants. They have to take back the diffuser as well. It's going to be a pickup right there for Barrett onto Rise, and that brings it back to a 4-on-3 situation. Picks up the diffuser as well, but they will have to make it quick right there. It's going to be spotting out a player right there, but it's going to be Uno to get that frag.
And beautifully done. Barros is going to be putting down capital balls where he can to try and push this. Oh my god! He tries to push the Clash out and she gets nomaded, but he can't pick up the kill. Alphama getting very aggressive with things now. It's completely put away the shield, but will finally get picked up in the connector. And this is looking dire for LeStream, but they're running out of time. Vodafone can't seem to make it happen. Polo, the only one remaining, doesn't have diffuser, picks it up, tries to drop down the hatch, but no, it won't happen for him.
That's going to be the round up for LeStream, and that means it's going to be drawn back up into a 2 versus 2.
And yeah, what a great kill from Rise there, just to take down Vasily and just completely stop this upstairs take going as quickly as it did. Barros did eventually get the kill here, and the fact that he gets 2 kills up here as well is really good for Vodafone, but it's just too little too late. They spent so much time trying to clear these roamers out.
I was kind of tilted by the fact that Clash at that moment is running around with their gun instead of with the shield up, just to delay even more, because you still had 3 people around with guns downstairs. So
I think Alphama is just more about, I want this kill.
Yeah. Oh well, doesn't matter.
Uno doing very well for himself.
Oh, yeah.
This map is 7 for 2 right now, as we'll go for a console office and meeting room defense, and Uno going to 6-pick onto the Pulse. It does make a lot of sense here if they are going to go for the admin take. So yeah, I definitely do like that 6-pick. We kind of talked about the mirror a little bit here. I don't think it's hugely effective, especially when you've got operators like Capital and Book on the board that are really going to hurt your ability to
do. For example, would just instantly deny completely. The grenades of Book, of course, they could be countered out by a Jaeger Divide, by an ADS, but like still those smoke and incendiary bolts are going to be the issue, as right now with the extra AoE might actually just completely deny the entire room if you shoot it.
Yeah, exactly. So getting further through now into round number 5, and of course this is the final defense now. It is a 10-round complete game with a 3-round OT. Not exactly what you guys are used to, but we changed things up just a little bit here as we got to see how it goes down. Vodafone are pretty content with their lineup. They've pretty much kept the same lineup in the entire game so far.
Just some swaps here and there. So every now and then, because I don't think the Nomad was here round number 1.
No, she was not.
So there's some swaps whenever they feel the need to, especially like going to the Nomad. Now, they haven't actually went off of it. It's going to be Uno in the servers right there, just hoping to split out some players, tell whether or not it's going to be admin Drake again. But it seems like the players of VodafoneGiants have different plans this time.
Yeah, they definitely do, going to be trying to pulse out what he can do, and he's going to realize that people are still repelling on console. Of course, with the Capital out here, you can, of course, do that console take, and if you do think it's going to be better for you. The book play, I still think it just makes more sense to go admin, but if you're going to do the same thing over and over again, it doesn't exactly benefit you, and having the Nomad here means that you're not going to be too gone against all of these runouts as well. Like, if 3 air jabs, that's a lot of denial for these runouts. I mean, even if you know that the air jab is there, it's not exactly like you can do anything about it.
Indeed, indeed. As right now, it looks like they will be taking control of yellow. At least they're setting up to do so. Drones are coming in. There's people watching those lanes, and it looks like LeStream is perfectly aware of this situation. It's going to be a pre-fire from Vasily, just not hitting out on the player of LeStream right there, who was in that corner. We see the incendiary ball coming down. That will spread soon. The player right there onto the yellow stairs will be isolated from the rest of them, as he is going to actually pick up the frag. It's going to be Rise to take out Barris, and with that drop the diffuser. No, actually not dropping the diffuser. Tali had the diffuser. Uno to pick up Trade as well, and suddenly it's a 5-on-3 situation. And as they are not going for admin control, things seem to be falling apart for the sides of the Giants. As we have 1 man low and 2 on full HP. Air jab actually goes off, I believe it was. Right now they're just trying to salvage whatever is left.
Beautiful picks coming out across the board from LeStream, and VodafoneGiants really just don't have that entry at all coming out, as Lion still trying to play around to the outside of the yellow stairs, does have everything available for him, but they're running out of time, and Uno constantly pulsing him out, constantly giving that info out. They know that VodafoneGiants don't have the control that they need for this push, as Vasily is still repelling outside of bathroom, but Hicks is here. Hicks is just holding it down. Hicks knows that he can't push him right now. And Lion is looking to rotate around to benches. Of course, he does actually have the top of this open right now as the push comes in, and Vasily actually gets the kill. He won't be able to get another one though, as he will get shut down. Lion pushing all the way up onto onto benches. Sorry, what a shot! Just takes the head clean out of Aces. And now it's 30 seconds left to go on the clock. He will take out the spiral stairs camera, but he's on 1 HP and a dream to try and do something here. In a 1v2, LeStream have everything they need to make this happen.
Definitely, there's still going to be goo mines around. They have the evil eyes as well. Just 1 zap is going to be enough, and I think that is what Alphaman is going to try and stay alive for. Just hope that he's going to get into the area, and it looks like that he might indeed will. Not sure where both these evil eyes are located. There we go, and zap. There we go. Instant kill.
That's unfortunate. And he will not be able to get the plant down, and LeStream will take round number 5, and they'll go into the second half with a 3-2 scoreline lead. So now they're going to go into an attack, and I think Consulate, with the bans that have gone through, is kind of attacker-sided.
Most of the sides, yes, considering you're banning both Valkyrie and Echo, so that one is going to be denied, but the top floor is actually going to be a bit harder as you're missing out on both Glass and Blackbeard. So that's also going to be the side that VodafoneGiants will be going for first. So
yeah, I agree with that. And
Indeed.
And the castle mirror is definitely something that we just didn't see at all coming out from LeStream. Something that I'm glad that we are going to see coming out from VodafoneGiants. But there we go, a sick pick of the book coming through from LeStream. Probably means they're going to go for a console take, for an admin take, sorry.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, we saw the console take come through for VodafoneGiants. The only time that they lost that upstairs attack was when they went for the console take, because you need that yellow stairs control, and it was so well played from Rise, who waited until his enemy realized, okay, I have to cap it out again on these stairs, or else I can't get the kill.
Aggressively peeking right there.
Exactly.
And he's well played by. Oh, Trade already took some damage right there. That's unfortunate. No, isn't the end of the world. It looks like. Where's this mirror setup coming down?
He's got it on the wall in bathroom, and then he's got one in kitchen, facing its admin.
So most likely that will be casted off as well, the door, just to deny any grenades to come through, so they will have to force an impact grenade of Zofia as well. That's at least what I'm thinking. There's going to be Jaeger on the board as well, so they do have quite a lot of opportunity to waste the utility of LeStream if they don't do this right.
Yeah, so, like, moving further through, I'm looking at the lineup that LeStream have. It's still kind of like, because of, especially where they've spawned as well, of what kind of take they actually want to do here. And it honestly feels like to me that they want to do the console take, because they have the Zofia to be able to try and, you know, burn this ADS at the top of yellow, and also just see if there's anyone there to start with. And the fact of where they all are right now is just to push onto the side. But the thing is about this, even that VodafoneGiants don't really seem to have that much info, they don't have a pulse or anything like that, they could still go for really aggressive runouts, and I don't think LeStream really have anything to deal with heavy runouts.
No, they definitely don't. They will have to put someone, well, like one person specifically on, for example, flank watch or run out watch, making sure that those will not be effective, as Drit now will be putting down his ADS. Oh, what? 9 is going to go down to a grenade as it went active. At the moment the grenade flew past, and then he was blocking the line aside. Uno is going to pick up yet another frag, and that means that there's going to be 2 consecutive entry frags coming down from LeStream before Vasily does something about it. Takes down Rise and brings it back to a 4-3 situation. Another frag comes down from Vasily, who picks up Uno as well. Seems like he's going aggressive right now. He's hunting onto Alphama, who is in the piano area.
He sells a nitro cell as well, so we can actually do quite a lot of work from downstairs. The roaming mute can actually be really effective on this map because there's so much soft destruction, so much vertical play that he can bring in. The fact that the diffuser is down as well, this is not good for LeStream. They're wasting a lot of time trying to clear out the mute and see exactly what they can do. They realize that bathroom is clear, so he's not going to be able to put himself in a closet just yet. But Vasily is going to try and hold on to benches. But meanwhile, the rest of his team looking to either try and push onto the site directly itself or try and push out this roamer. Looks like Hicks is choosing to do the former.
Indeed. And it looks like they're just going to be, well, not going for a pinch maneuver right here onto the mute. He's going to get actually downed by ACs by the M249, and that brings it into a 3-on-2 situation. Looking if there's any vertical holes right there, creating them as well, hoping that they have any influence on the outcome around his line. Now swaps over to his shotgun right there, hoping that someone will be pushing up to devise the stairs, but that won't be happening as of yet. It looks like there's going to be an actual Consulate coming in, and if that's going to be the case, they're located at the wrong entrances right there, especially when these smokes come out right there. Lines of sight are going to be denied. It's going to be up to Polo to try and stall this out right here. A line to go aggressive through the smoke. Canister comes out, but it will be too late. That means that the diffuser will already be planted by the time it will kill someone.
Yeah, and it will go down successfully. It's going to be all down to Polo to try and bring this in a 2v1 situation. But LeStream, they have the diffuser down, and Alpha in the connector is going to finish things off. LeStream take round number 6, and they're looking very, very good for themselves, having successfully taken Console when we said it was going to be pretty hard to do that. But I think that the overall strategy coming out from Vodafone wasn't great there to try and play off the strengths of the site.
I don't get the rotation of smoke in towards Visor stairs at that point, because that kind of left, like, that was the only control they had over Console. Just the smoke being there, able to canister off the windows for a possible rappel in or plant behind the spot where they planted. But he decided to just rotate out, and by the time the plan was over, he was back. But it's already too late at that point. The diffuser is down, they have the positions that they want, and there's nothing he can do to deny that at that point. So I think that's the main mistake that happened there. Just the rotation being totally wrong right there.
But LeStream doing very, very well for themselves to pick up that round, and they will move through. It'll be another console office defense, but Thermite is going to be picked up rather than the Capitao. That is really interesting. The Thermite is really not good for this upstairs site. I feel like LeStream are thinking that they're going to go up. Downstairs. They're going to go downstairs, and they're not going to go upstairs again.
Or they're going to be taking yellow stairs control, but then you would kind of need a Capitao.
Yeah, it is interesting, but I guess we'll see how he goes through. I feel like the Capitao is pretty essential here for attacking this site upstairs, regardless of which push you go for. But, I mean, we'll see how it does go through. I mean, the kind of, like, saving grace that might be for LeStream is that they tend to have quite a lot of time to do what they want. Vodafone really have not played that aggressively, and this upstairs area is surprisingly small when you get down to it. If you don't have a lot of roamers, you've got way too many buddies on the site, it can mean that it becomes very small very quickly. Even without the Capitao, it can be pretty easy to just get picked straight off the bat. And we already talked about how LeStream do have that kind of superior gun skill on their side.
Especially last map, you saw that coming out time and time again. And, well, that might be what they need right now with the absence of the Capitao.
Yeah, so we will see round number 7 getting underway, and that is a very long arm you've got there. It's just a chuck, just right Kobe that EMP straight onto the balcony to see what you can do. But Alphama going to draw it all the way up onto the A site and see what's going on. And you'll quickly recognize it's pretty much the same setup they had last time going through here. But Uno will get the entry kill straight onto Barris. It runs all the way up. That's the mirror off the board instantly. And he'll just try and get all the way up. But no, Drid on his back, as you said, will shut him down. But that is a great entry pick. I mean, honestly, a mirror for a Zofia and already already affected its admin control.
Yeah.
That is beautiful from LeStream to get in there very quickly.
Especially since they know exactly where he is, but it's going to be the C4 to come out right there and save the life of his teammate. Mirror window being used successfully right there. Vezeli picking up that frag and turning it into the favor of the VodafoneGiants. Right now in a 4-on-3 situation, it's going to be Hicks to try and challenge this. Will he be able to? And yes, indeed, he will. He will take down Vezeli, and with that, they will only isolate that player behind in that corner. Grid here, as you see. It's going to be isolated, won't be able to move out, still has the ADS available to him, even 2 ADSs available to him, so a grenade won't be able to take him down. Unless he has the same thing as last time, that just flies through and kills him.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Alpha's actually managed to creep his way all the way through, but oh no, Polo is going to miss the shots. He can't hit them where they matter, and Alphama is just going to go prone near the bottom of Spiral to see what he can do to try and pick up this refrag, but this is just not looking good for Polo to try and bring this in right now. Lion's still on the site, however, into Projector to see what he can do here, but 1 minute left to go on the clock. LeStream aren't actually in a great position right now. They need to try and get some kills and pick up the pace a little bit, because they're all kind of all over the place right now.
Yeah, true. They need to start coming together right here, get the actual work done. As the rotate from Polo came in already, and with that, the first floor control has been given away. And AC's right here, he's going to be on the flank watch. Knows possibly that one is going to be in there. Will be rotating out after he got spotted. Polo now will come into action, try to hunt him down. But as they're already moving out, that won't be happening. It's going to be Alpha to watch this angle right here. Could potentially be picked up as he jumps up. Oh, bad timing coming in right here from both these players as Polo could just go for the run out and get the kills. Get a double kill right here. We'll be picking up 1. We'll be picking up 2 kills for Polo. And that will turn it all up into a 1-on-3 situation. And that won't happen either. We are getting back onto a 4-on-3 scoreline as the Giants pick up a frag.
And that's exactly what we were talking about last round, about how LeStream are so vulnerable to these aggressive runouts coming out. They just let this guy run out of yellow. They just let him pick up a 2K easy as that. Alpha and Ace is both off the board. And that was really the saving grace right there at the end from VodafoneGiants. They are still at 1-round deficit, however, moving into round number 8. And looks like they are finally going to go to a downstairs defense. I also thought that no Capitao as well. We talked a little bit about that as well, but it really did affect how aggressive LeStream had to be. If they wanted to do that Consulate, they had to get rid of that mirror. And, I mean, Uno kind of did the job right there, but after that, it just... He lost his life. And then they also just couldn't clear out admin to start with.
Like,
so
they had a lack of information. If they knew one person was going to be in his back, if Drit was in his back, he could have potentially picked up the frag as well. But now he just put his back to the wall right there and got himself killed. And with that, the admin control.
This downstairs site, I think, is going to be a lot easier for the attackers to gain control of. And I think LeStream are going to have a little bit of a better job here. But we'll see how it does go down as we move into round number 8. And looking at the lineup for Vodafone, what do you think?
What did he say?
What do you think for the Vodafone lineup?
Both Maestro and Mira is going to be interesting to see. Looks like a very passive lineup that they're having here. Like, just letting them come to the side slowly. It's just going to be the Legion trying to stall that out, possibly with the Bandit, but you would assume the Bandit to also try and Bandit trick it out for as long as he can. So I'm thinking passiveness. That's all what it spells right here.
I think the Pulse could have been good for this, honestly.
Yeah.
But I don't know if
piano control, if someone actually gets that, just C4 now, for example.
I mean, we saw LeStream use Pulse pretty effectively, but it ended up being, oh, he's here, go kill him, rather than passive intel like we're talking about. So maybe not as effective as you might think, but we are going to see some pretty deep roaming coming out from the Legion. But looks like LeStream aren't going to be too bothered about that yet, as they're going to try and get straight onto the site. They do have that Thermite, they do have the Habana available, so they should be able to get this wall open pretty easily.
Yeah, just deny that and then get both on at the same time. Make sure that Polo cannot trick both or try and contest him first. Right now, EMP will go off. Not sure if the ice cowers have already been set, but it's going to be tricking it in time right there. Or he's actually going to be going for the X-Kairos, but the wall is still going to be opened up, and that means that LeStream have found their opening, and that is something that we saw in Clubhouse is what they need to get their attacking line going on. As soon as they have the opening, they're going to be fine.
So, LeStream getting all the info that they can, just getting straight onto the site, and they don't have any entry picks just yet, but EMPs go down, and all their info is going to start to come down as well. So they've got drones in the site, they have the Zofia charge coming out, so they're going to know that no one's playing behind White Van, and they can just get the control, but they don't have control of Piano just yet, and I think this is going to be a big issue as well. Is Vasily still holding that down? So they are going to rotate, and Vasily is going to score the kill! Alpha Mode does go down, but Rise instantly trades it out, and he gets control of Anti-Chamber. He's going to begin to open up this roof. But Drid playing onto the top of Yellow. There's so much aggressive roam coming up from VodafoneGiants, and Polo is going to join them.
Well, they need to take down these players into the piano room, because otherwise they won't be able to contest this right here as Dirt picks up aces. That's going to be one more frag. We'll be rotating all the way back up just to waste time. He's like, come and get me. Waste 20 seconds if you want to get this area. The Meister now will be rotating in, will be using the piano for his own good. Rise coming in from the main entrance right there. They're just hoping that they can actually sniff him out, take him out right there, but that won't be the case because he rotated all the way back upstairs. And that is something that they need to find out soon if they want to win this round.
They do need to find that out soon indeed. Uno just trying to play this vertical play off of Piano. Drid still playing around the yellow stairs. They are very, very, very close to each other right now as Uno will try and find the kill, but unable to score the kill just yet. Lion does pick up Hicks as Apollo picks up one of his own, and now it's all down to Rise to try and bring this in. A 1v4 clutch situation. The diffuser is not in his hands. He has control of the side. He gets a great shot there onto Lion, shuts him down. He's going to find 3 more like it if he wants to bring this in. Nade is going to come out, but no! He will get peeked out. Polo will take him down, and VodafoneGiants will take round number 8.
4-4 right now. We are drawn up, and next round before we get overtime. Next round will decide who will be somewhat safe, have a little bit less pressure on them, as LeStream will be more than happy to take that one out soon. Especially as we are going lobby press. Now, that's going to be the 3rd bomb side of the Giants. Thinking LeStream has a very good opportunity to take this round.
Yeah, they do, but if they do, we go back upstairs, and that was kind of one of the toughest sites here to break. Or, I mean, alternatively, VodafoneGiants could completely throw them off and go to split site. We haven't seen that yet. We very rarely see it in these games. It's not the best site. I mean, I think it is viable. I saw it quite a lot.
The right strategy for it.
Yeah, definitely. I think it can be like a good thing to like throw off your opponents, and we kind of said from the start as well. I think VodafoneGiants have the ability to pull out quite a lot of pocket strats here, and have that kind of overall strategic advantage. Whereas LeStream, they've got to be wary about what they show here. Exactly. Because of course they do have the Milan Pro League finals. They're probably going to this matchup thinking they are going to go into the final of the qualifier as well. So I guess we'll see how it does go down, and we'll see exactly what these two teams want to do.
Like, Vodafone is the complete underdog, and they can show everything they want.
Exactly.
Right? And LeStream, everybody expects them to win, and okay, they have the better aim and gun skill. It's just that they cannot show anything that they will be using on Milan, or anything that they won't be using on Milan. And just because people are going to be watching this. Like, North American teams going to be watching this. Most likely Empire will be watching this as well. Same reasons on why those teams, for example, wouldn't be playing. And that pressure that is on the stream, like everybody expects them to win, but they can't show anything. If they do, they're putting themselves on a disadvantage onto the Milan finals. Is going to be a factor which hopefully the Giants can grab with both hands to actually make something happen. But it's going to be Polo to get taken down by Alpha as he was reloading his bailiff right there. Perfectly read and well heard by the Habana.
That's unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. But getting further through, it is a 5v4. You've lost your Alder. You've lost your ability to use the Maestro cams effectively. So, yeah, it's not going to go well for you at all. And there we go. Aces and Uno both above, and Uno, got to catch them all, is going to impact Nade Drid. And that is just not great for VodafoneGiants. They're losing heavy amounts of bodies upstairs, and they're starting to lose that control. Vasily also taking a few hits here as well, as Barros has taken quite a few hits of his own. Just still hunting down Piano, however, and just putting those Legion Mines out and trying to deny any entry control into Console right now. The VodafoneGiants still holding on, but barely.
Barely, and that will be a down, it looks like, indeed, onto the Buck. Teammates of LeStream will be coming in to try and make sure that he is going to get held back up, as the remaining side will be continuing the conquest of control of the map. Let's see, first gas gas already getting used. It's quite early actually, with 1 minute 30 still left on the clock, 1 minute 20, excuse me. With 45 seconds of potential delay.
Yeah, definitely. But Rise is going to pick up that kill onto Vasily. Easy as that. It's going to be a 5v2 now. Not looking too good for VodafoneGiants, but they will strike back. Lion will find the kill onto Uno, but instantly traded out by Aces. As now it's all down to Barras and a 4v1 to try and clutch it down. But it's going to come down. He's going to get a down of his own, though, as he goes for the prone peak, but Rise won't let him have it as LeStream take round number 9. Beautifully played by them. And they're just 1 round away from taking this, but still very, very close matchup, and I think surprisingly so.
Indeed, surprisingly so. Like, VodafoneGiants finding their groove, finding the opportunities that they have on the side of Consulate, especially, you know, those first 2 rounds they had on the attack, taking down Consulate office twice, and now on the defense, also stepping up by getting these defensive rounds in. They're on the back foot now, of course. They cannot afford a mistake right now, because that will mean the end of the potential qualifying for the minor, as this is the only qualifying opportunity you have, of course. So they're 1 map down, they're 1 round down, and 1 match point down. So this round is going to be crucial for them. They have to show whatever they have if they want to stay in for it. If they don't, LeStream is going to go to the finals and either meet Avengers or Existence, another Spanish team.
Yeah, there's the other semi-final going on right now, but it looks like France just having to battle through the Spaniards if they want to go to Las Vegas, which is an interesting turn of events, I suppose. But we are going to get into potentially the final round here of this series as LeStream hold on as they play to try and push this attack. And it looks like we're going to see pretty much the same strategy coming out from VodafoneGiants with this Castle Mirror coming out. It's been pretty effective so far, though. We haven't really seen LeStream with any great answers to it, but they have brought the Capital back. What do you think?
Smart choice, because it allows you to take down, for example, the yellow stairs if you want to go for that one, or to deny the player who is sitting in that corner grid, because ADSs won't help you against an incendiary bolt. So if he's going to be playing the same position again, you can smoke him out right there. Barbecue him out.
Maybe. We also just talked about how you can just smoke the mirror, right?
Yep,
and you can just bam, you just push straight through, and then you can just isolate the defenders as they come through. I think that's really where LeStream are going to have their advantage of being able to isolate the defenders and not allowing trades to happen.
Yeah.
So we'll see how they do go through with that. Yellow Stairs control is going to be essential, though, if they do want to do that console take, and it looks like they are going to try and do that.
Yeah, and it looks like VodafoneGiants actually read that as well as the almost complete rotate comes through. They were also rotating out, just leaving 1 man into the admin office. They're aware of it. Second mirror window is going to get deployed onto connector as well. Hoping to deny anybody going onto that window. Now, simply someone rappelling up into connector and just take that one down at ease. Still has to get up there. Fastly on the roam, hoping to pick up 1 or 2 frags. 1 or 2 players of LeStream who will be roaming downstairs to get away grid. As, it seems like they're going all the way downstairs, and I'm thinking that they will be opening up the garage wall to take down anybody who's rappelling.
Oh.
There's going to be the first frag coming out from Uno, also taking down the window on the connector. And that will make things a lot easier. Now they only have to worry about the run out from, for example, the garage. And the yellow stairs right there.
Well, they have no bathroom mirror this time on the yellow stairs, so it's going to be much, much easier for LeStream to gain that control and push into console and see what they can do there. But this isn't really looking good. Hinks picks up his own kill as well, and now moves into a 5v3, and that's both nitros now off the board for VodafoneGiants. That's a lot of plant denial that you've just lost, and your ability to kind of waste time now solely on the smoke. You've really got to get control of that site again. Capital balls are going to start to go down as Drid is going to move up the spiral, see what he can do. Rise picks up another kill, but instantly traded up by Polo. But Hicks is going to trade that right back onto Drid. Now all down to Polo, but no, he can't make it happen. That open mirror window, unable to contest it against Aces, and LeStream will take round number 10, and they will be heading into the finals.
As expected, of course, Swift 2-0 coming through, even though this match was pretty close. 10 rounds. But they did their best right there for the VodafoneGiants. They have a lot of Spaniards afterward, like behind them, hoping that they would have reached the finals. That's going to be up to Existence right now. That will be a potential finalist.
Yeah, so, I mean, we did talk about that LeStream were the favorites going into this matchup. We can